Hello all and welcome back to our Hannibal Commander Campaign. This will be episode 5, and in this episode we have a crisis to deal with. So you'll recall last episode, Iberia basically revolted against us. The Celtici betrayed us and came up and freed the Aravaki, and then Ebocene we lost to rebels, and then the rebels lost it to the Editani, who we are not at war with. So that was a bit of a chaotic episode, and we're going to have to resolve that this episode. I'm going to have to spend a bit of time doing that. I think Ebocene might happen a bit later down the line, but Numantia, the Aravaki, we should be able to destroy this episode. So that's our goal. And yeah, we're also facing a food shortage, which is not great. It means that our army in Carthage, I think, is also diseased. Okay, no, that might just be from the food shortage. So, yeah, we have a food shortage. We're losing men to attrition. Pretty crazy stuff. So, hopefully we can resolve that. We really need Numantia back to be able to do that, because in this settlement, it's our only settlement that is not walled, which means it's our only settlement in which we can really build something that gives us food. So that's not great. Ebocene was our food hub, basically. And interestingly, last episode, Rome lost 3 cities. They lost Velathri, Ariminum, and Neapolis. And they've taken them all back, but we'll see how the Romans do. They've been facing some challenges. And we've been watching closely what's been happening in Greece as well, because Sparta seems to be dominating. But we don't know how long that's going to last. If they do end up, crushing Athens and becoming the dominant power, then we will probably align ourselves with them and see if we can turn them against the Romans. So, let's jump into this. I think we want to, in Ebora here, yes, we've got a building slot which needs to be filled. I think we're going to go for an agora. A public forum, just to get that bit of money and also boost our public order. This is not going to be a great province for us, I don't think. So let's do that there. And we also are going to, I believe, take out the Celtici once and for all. I can't imagine. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good position to wipe them out. So let's start this episode off with a battle then. So let's jump right in. They might retreat, they will not. Oh. Yeah, they're gonna get... We can probably auto-resolve this actually. But I want to fight it. Let's fight it and have a bit of fun here. Okay. The Battle of Celtiberia. Celtici... Celtiberia, yeah. That's an appropriate name, I think. We're not going to fight in the rain. Dry is good. Okay. Now, what is our approach going to be here? We are the aggressors. So I don't think that we can pull a Kanai out here. Oops. We do have a good amount of cav, which is pretty good. I think I want to put my Numidians over here. You can be backup because you're not that great, and yeah, the Numidians over there. Maybe we can attempt a Kanai. We'll attempt a envelopment, I think. So let's just set things up as we want them to be. We'll put our battalions in the center here. And we will then put a Scutari. You know what, let's just line them up as is, because that should work fine. And we're going to approach... We do outnumber them. We will... Oh yeah, we'll put our skirmishers out front, actually. So, we'll group them... Our slingers up out here. And we will Put our hoplites in the back here. Like so. I know there has been some questioning, seeing as we're going for the Kanai approach, how viable Kanai, or the way it's portrayed or told to us, how viable that actually was, and whether or not that's actually what happened. I don't know what the general consensus is there. Yeah, I've seen some assessments that was pretty much not feasible, to be honest. Just with the sheer number of troops, to be able to spread them out and coordinate them in a way that could happen. I don't know. It's an interesting idea that you couldn't do it. But we are going to try it, I think. It is hard to do in a total war setting. You kind of have to... You can't really have your troops forward in an arrow shape and then withdraw them, because the losses are just far too high to be able to do that in this game. So I think you have to kind of set it up as already in kind of an inverted crescent, so that they kind of fall into it. Right, let's send our cav up on the flanks here. And what we want is our slingers to be able to get in range. Speed this up a little bit. Okay. I think that should do it. Oh, that should definitely do it, I think. Or maybe not. We'll see. Okay, so let us just... Well, that is triggering a reaction of sorts. So let's get you to fire on them. Let's put skirmish mode on, and we'll do the same over here. Skirmish mode on. Slingers... Okay, you need to get back. Damn it. That was not me watching properly. I don't think they're on skirmish mode. No, they're not. Okay. Iberians, get back. Not good. You get in there. Okay. I mean, this might end up working in its own strange way. You Iberians need to get out of there real quick. Come on. Okay, come back here. You can fire on them. We want you to fill in this gap, and you can push around. Okay. Right, let's pull all our slingers back. Just withdrawing the Iberian swords.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Okay. This is under control for now. Let's get you up here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, and you can charge into there, and you also. Okay. Median nobles can charge that. Okay, you need to run.
battle.
And let's get our slingers to face the other way because, or just to stop, because that's going to be a lot of friendly fire, I think. Okay. Minions, get out. You get out as well. You in sandwich? Do you have? Okay, come back this way. Well, it's kind of worked.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, let's get our Numidians in there. You need to
One of our units
get
has
in
used all
there.
its ammunition.
You can charge over here. Okay. You can charge as well, actually. Okay. It kind of worked. It was a bit messy, but I mean, you can see the general shape, kind of. We did end up encircling them in the middle here. Yeah, it kind of worked. It was just a bit, yeah, it was a messy way to reach that end, and the initial charge, I should have anticipated that right into my singers, but that's, hey, I mean, it worked out, as long as we didn't lose that unit, but we'll see. Ooh, some of these units are looking a bit low. Yeah. We might have lost, especially that Scutari over there. We lost a third of our army, I think it's safe to say. Okay. Are they are not entirely dead, perhaps? Okay, we didn't, oh yeah, their general survived, of course he did. Okay. Let's release the captives and make a bit of money. And then we will pursue... Oh, actually, let's level up our commander. Campaign map movement and melee defense. Yep, let's do that. Okay. We will go protective stance. Hopefully no one died. Oh no, we did lose one. Okay. Right. That's fine. We'll kill them. And that faction is destroyed. I think here's what we're going to do, because I don't think we're going to need a full force to be able to destroy this enemy. I think we're going to merge some of these units together. Especially some of the less valuable units, I think. This should be fine, actually. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll save ourselves a bit of money by doing that one. Yeah. Okay. I really need to turn my Steam notifications off. Go. We'll push up further. There's plenty for us to hire now that we're getting to it. Okay. Right. Pushing into Central Iberia again, which is good. And Kartadasht, we do want to upgrade this barracks. I don't know if that's a wise use of our funds just yet, though. Tuba is not terribly happy, but we don't have any food, so we probably shouldn't be spending food at the moment. Yes. Rome isn't too much of a threat just yet. Okay, diplomacy. Let's jump in over here. Lusitani, you like us still? Still no trade though. That is annoying. Who else don't mind us? Yeah, so it's really the RDI. Sparta don't love us. It is interesting that Carthage has cultural affinity with the Greeks. I think there's been a bit of talk about kind of Carthaginian culture and what it really was, how Punic was it, and it was definitely very Punic. It definitely had a lot of strong Phoenician heart, but there's a discussion about whether or not it was quite Hellenized as well. And I think there was a study that came out recently on the genetics of Carthaginians' graves. Carthaginians found in Carthaginian graves, and they found that there was a lot of Greek in there. Probably, I think even more Greek than Phoenician. I don't remember. Now, I don't know if that was a controversial study or not, but it's an interesting idea, and you can see that reflected in even this game, which is pretty cool. Again, we don't necessarily know how much that is actually the case, but it's fun to speculate, fun to think about, and I guess if they're doing research on it, then that is, and our general's a heroic hoplite, so look at that. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty interesting, and I don't know. I suspect maybe even in some of their architecture there were Greek elements, and we know they certainly had a lot of interaction with the Greeks, and cultures in this period did tend to absorb elements from their surrounding cultures. So the Romans quite obviously did a lot of that, and the idea that the Carthaginians absorbed parts of Greek culture would not be a huge surprise given their proximity to one another. Oh dear, okay. This is actually, I think we knew this was coming, I just forgot. Oh, peace negotiated. Cool, that's all good. Daughter comes of age, we need to get her married. And attrition, of course. Our agent, food shortage continues. I really want to keep an eye on Athens, because I feel like, oh, okay, so they did not manage to take that city. And now the Athenians have got a large army there. Not necessarily a good army, but a large one. Interesting. Let's see what the Spartans have over here at some point. Construction. Okay. Population surplus. That's wonderful. Not useful just yet, but wonderful. And war declared. Okay. That will... Where are the Nasamones? Are they way down here? They are. Okay, so the Massaesli have grown quite large. I say quite large. They have 3 settlements, but it's only 2 less than me. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to take this army and we're going to hire some mercenaries, and we're just going to put this force... Oh, that's cool. I have not seen this unit before. Mercenary Lusitani sword woman. That is pretty awesome. Better attack. Much higher base morale. That's pretty awesome. I like that. That is pretty cool. And they have frenzy charge. Okay. Huh. What if we should try that out? I mean, how expensive are they're? Not too expensive. They're $11 more, or 11 gold more than the base unit. Yeah, why not? Let's try one of those out. And we will just get some... We do have a bit of money to throw around, to be honest. Some slingers. They're cheap. A couple cav and couple Scutari, and that will cripple our funds right now, but we can use the army to take these guys out, and they're going to run away, and I hope they don't... No, they cannot escape. Okay, perfect. Right, we will just auto-resolve that and be aggressive. Yeah. Awesome. Rebellion put down. And let's release them and get a bit more money back. No, he's leveled up. That's awesome. Let's put him back in here, and we're gonna delete... I think we'll just get rid of all of these. Wouldn't mind keeping those cav around. It would be good to have an extra army, but... maybe I should keep... I mean, that's 400... We'll get rid of all of that, for sure. We didn't end up trying those, but that's okay. Unless, am I anticipating an attack from anyone? I think we'll still get rid of these units at least. Get our income back in the positive. And we have a, yeah, we just have a little force here. Just fine. Wealth from commerce buildings. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And now this army can push up to Numantia. Perfect. Oh, they do have... it's not a healthy force, but they do have an okay sized force there. Let's... can we get some... Qatari, Iberians? Yeah, let's throw them in there. And... okay. Let's jump on in. Okay, and we can actually wipe them out, which I think we will do now, because, again, we really need the food. Although I probably shouldn't have done that, because they might kill off a couple of those smaller units. They probably will. It didn't! Thank you, auto-resolve. That is actually helpful. We'll occupy it, because I think we still have our temple here. We do, and there are slums. Let's destroy those. We can't convert that. Slums next turn we'll have to build into a farm, definitely. And... yeah, Punic public order should be rising massively. Why is Latin here? That feels wrong. Is that because you like Romans? Yeah, +2 Latin culture influence. That, not a fan of that. Not a fan at all. You wouldn't happen to like Romans too, would you? Doesn't look like it. Okay, interesting. Well, now we have -9 public order. I think that's the slums. Yeah, it is. Okay. So that's not great. In fact, let's remove all of these simply because we need some money next turn. Okay. And we will end our turn, I believe. We have done diplomacy this turn, or was that last turn? Lusitani, feel no trade? Oh, moderate. And no. Okay. Interesting. We actually have no resources to offer in trade as well, I realise. We're importing all of that and producing nothing. Which makes us not a very good trade partner. Have we ever had any? Doesn't look like it. As soon as we take Arce, we can get some olive oil. But with that, let's end this second turn of episode 5. Okay. See what the world has to throw at us. The Etruscans still building up a rather large army over there. Hopefully they can just keep Rome distracted until we sort ourselves out. Ah, and Numantia's force there. I wonder if I should take them out or let them whittle away. I should probably take them out, to be honest. Hidden agent exposed, that's fine. She got exposed twice. Interesting. Attrition, yep. Very aware, all too aware. Another rebellion is imminent, and let us get a homestead up there, and we can't afford to do that. Okay. Now, let's merge these, and let's merge these. We'll merge them. And I don't really want to merge the slingers, to be honest with you. But we need to take these guys out. And they'll be ambushed, so that should be fine. Let's go protective, I think. Okay, and we will release them. That's a lot of money. Okay, perfect. And then we'll finish them off. Protective stance. Okay, very good. And we did lose a cav unit. That's okay. It's been around for ages and it's gained basically no experience, so that's fine. And that faction is destroyed. Our general has increased in rank and our army has got another tradition. So that is awesome. Weapon damage, we can't upgrade that just yet. That's fine. Is there mercenary unit hiring costs? Upkeep. Increase skill for cav, that would be thematically appropriate. Either this one or cav, I think. Let's just go with that for now, just so that, because we're going to have to be recruiting more units sooner or later. And wealth from all commerce buildings. It's not so important. Siege holdout time. We can't upgrade that just yet. Unlocked at rank 7, okay. But if we go for this, then this turn, our mercenary hiring cost should be down a total of 8%. Or just over that. So let's do that. Perfect. And we can probably transition this over now to a farming settlement, because I think that's what this is going to be. Yeah, let's do that. Awesome. You give us 4 food, so that'll just put us in the positive next turn. And oh, I didn't realize we couldn't actually build that. We're probably going to want that, I think. A Traveler's Lodge. What are we researching at the moment? For Hoplite Barracks, okay. We're probably going to want to start pushing down this way at some point. Our financial situation has been a little bit all over the place lately. What I am going to do here, though, is I'm going to just recruit some Libyan hoplites. And no one is actually recovering, replenishing because of our food shortage, which is going to take 2 turns to resolve. Okay. I don't really want to destroy anything just because the cost of rebuilding it is going to be a nightmare, and it's only 2 turns, and I don't think right now we're in desperate need. So let's... well, let's look at our spy. Because we are... Oh, the Athenians have gone somewhere.
Setting forth in the name of Carthage.
And they're not here.
Lady Tanit, bless our journey.
Huh.
No orders, great lord.
Spartans are raiding their own settlement.
My lord,
Interesting.
treading softly.
I don't know where the Athenian force has gone. I think... Yeah. I'm being just hesitant with Sparta here, just in case things swing against them, which they definitely could. As much as they have the upper hand, for sure. I'm just being cautious. And diplomacy. Lusitani, still big no?
I look forward to your wisdom.
Even less so now. Is that because I freed...
Check to a cup of wine first.
Yeah, okay. That's definitely the reason. Okay. Liguria, I'd like to be friends with you.
Greetings. Now speak plainly.
Can we have a
We
non-aggression
are an
pact?
honest
No.
folk and value honesty in others.
Interesting. I will need military access from them at some point. If I go non-aggression pact, if I just go military access and paid you 500. No, okay. Interesting. If we do that... Oh, that gives us a food surplus. And solves our public order problem there. And if we untax that... Huh. I should have thought of that earlier, actually. Interesting. Interesting. That is a problem solved pretty quickly and on accident, but I'll take that. I will definitely take that. So we should see attrition ending next turn. And then we can wait for this to get built. So that is awesome. Right, end turn there. Okay. And the Etruscans, oh, they could get wiped out next turn if they don't watch their capital. And another rebellion, we saw that coming. Yep, trade agreement dissolved, not great. Titus Faithful, protection expired. And plague, awesome. Okay. So we need to crush this army. We probably only need, to be honest, one of them, a couple of them should do the trick, I think. What have we got there? 4. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's not... Oh, well, I guess we'll go for that. Probably should have fought that one, actually. We would have had much better luck. Okay, let's just kill them, I think. Okay, and you need to go home, and you can disband these units here. Perfect. Not super happy, I know. You do have a temple now, though, so I don't see why you should be so upset. I would like another Temple of Baal-Hamon here, just because this is a big problem. Yeah. Everyone is happy here now, which is good. We can recruit another Carthaginian hoplite. And we'll let our slingers just replenish normally, just because of the experience that they have. I think we'll pretty soon stop recruiting Iberian swords because they're not very good. They're pretty bad. We'll be wanting Scutari, we'll be wanting noble fighters. Definitely be wanting noble fighters. And I would love another mercenary Numidian noble, but we've just got to build up our economy enough that we can afford that, and then we'll bring this army over here and this army down to Kortadash just to hold. And I think we'll come in for Tarako last. We'll want to build another fleet as well at some point, just so we can siege this out, because again, if we're being Hannibal, we've done enough. So I actually saw that Arce here is much closer to Saguntum than Tarako is, so this is probably more appropriate. And if we siege that, if we just attack that and take that out, then we can siege Tarako down. Again, Hannibal famously or infamously not a fan of sieges, so, or didn't feel he had the resources for them, so, and you know, was based on how Saguntum went, that was a slog, and so he probably was just as a commander better on the open battlefield, so we'll just stick with that, which is fine. Okay. We don't have any money really, so we can't do a whole lot, which is fine. So let's, I think we've, here we go. So Larissa has fallen and Athenae is under siege. Doesn't have a great garrison, but it's not too bad, but I don't see how it can withstand this army. But if it's being sieged and they have their port free, they won't be taking attrition, right? Yeah. So I don't see what their plan is here. Macedon is down here for some reason. What I want to know is, where are the Athenians going to go now? Are they going to come back to... They could move on Pella. They probably have a good chance of taking that. They could come back to relieve Athens. Interesting. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Probably, I mean, it would be better if Sparta could just finish this off and we can use them as our friend against Rome, but I think the Spartans probably have infantry that are more capable of taking out the Romans if we need them to. So, yeah, as opposed to just standard hoplites. Yeah. Okay. Let's end this turn as well. Oh, we have an unassigned skill. Is that this force down here? Hanno's force. It looks like it is. Weapon damage, missile damage. Just go weapon damage here, I think. Fine. Okay. We should also actually look at our politics, because our protection has expired and the Hannanid dynasty do not like us at all. And we don't have the money to secure loyalty. So, leader dies in battle. Who died in battle? They like Romans. That makes them more loyal somehow, apparently. Diplomat, -1. I wonder if we can do something with their leader here. Hanno, the general. Don't want to promote him. We could marry him. I don't think that's ideal. We do, however, want to marry Nikal here. That's for sure. But we can't do that yet. She does not have Needs 20 gravitas. She has 6. So she needs more gravitas. Plus 2 gravitas. Plus 4 loyalty for target party. Oh, this is better. Yeah, so there's not much I'm inclined to do here with her. But we can send Balat over here on a diplomatic mission to, let's say, the Lusitani. See if we can get that trade agreement once and for all. And that should boost their party loyalty up to 1. Perfect. And the landowners hate us as well. Okay. Thirst for power. That's going to be a hard one to handle. And the Magnids are bigots, so that's not great either. Actually, we can also have a look at our kind of regional loyalty. So, yeah, Barkid, homelands are Barkid, the landowners... Yeah, okay, so our faction, in terms of its loyalty, is pretty divided. I am wondering, which maybe this is not a good idea given, I don't know. So is he is Maganid. We could replace him with a Barkid, Hamilcar, which would not be inappropriate. And he's pretty good. So we could do that, just simply because, I mean, he's a good general, but, you know, he likes Romans. Not a fan of that. It's just he's so experienced at this point. I might even be better off just recruiting another general. Could replace Hanno, who is with the Hannanid dynasty, shocker. But I don't want to lose too much loyalty here. I think what we may do is we will recruit a Barkid to finish our exploits in Iberia. We will send Hanno back to Africa to help defend Africa, and actually, seeing as, you know, the Hannanids were, I think, Hannibal's main rivals back in Carthage itself anyway, so that would make sense. And we have this Hannibal here, who's our faction leader, and I think he's only 47, so he's not that old. Hamilcar's 22, I think. Okay, no, we will recruit Hamilcar. Yeah, we will recruit Hamilcar, I think, to handle this. And so he can handle the war against the Editani, and then he can march into Italy. He won't be as experienced, he won't be as good as Mago, but again, we kind of want a Barkid to be fighting that war. And Hannibal, I mean, I don't know how old Mago is, but he's 39. Well, that probably is appropriate, actually. But yeah, I think we will get a Hannanid. So we have Mago. We'll get a Barkid to march on Italy. We'll have Mago in Iberia to defend Iberia. Granted, the Mago who was historically defending Iberia was a Barkid, but, you know, so be it. And then we'll have a Hannanid in Carthage alongside our faction leader. Just in case Rome invades, which I'm anticipating that is going to happen, because as soon as the Patavium is gone, as soon as Alalia falls, they will be coming right for us. So we need to be prepared for that. Okay, let us end turn again. We'll be interested to see what happens in Greece. Ah, they haven't gone for Eulalia. Interesting. Will the Etruscans move on Neapolis? I hope so. Nope. No, they won't. They are going to leave their capital and go into the middle of the ocean to take attrition. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. That diplomatic mission worked. Had an agent exposed. She's always exposed. Yeah, we're not doing that. Rebellion imminent again. Always seems to be the way with these folks. Do we have... We have no money. Okay. War declared. Construction complete. Trait gains. Ah, that's not great either. I mean, it makes sense because he's been sitting around doing nothing. But... Egypt. Cool. That's good. Tribal Confederation with Galatia. Interesting. The Celtic Confederation. Okay. Right. Well, let us do this. Let's here recruit... I wonder if we recruit Hamilcar on elephants. And the reason for that is that we won't have to go into Africa and hire them as mercenaries. Although again... we go here. Are there any African elephants? No. No, there aren't. Yeah, I think our best chance of having elephants will be actually to put them in our general's unit. Okay. We don't need to do this just yet, I don't think, but let's see what the Romans are up to. Because they did move forces... Okay, down this way, I see. Right. I think they will still, despite the setbacks they've had, their setbacks have not been as bad as ours, and I think they're going to be a pretty formidable foe when it comes to it. Athena has not yet fallen. Larissa is empty of an army. Where have the Athenians gone? Have they gone down to Sparta? No. They must have gone for Apollonia. Athens has 4 turns until it surrenders. This army is taking a very, very, very small amount of attrition here. Okay, well, let's move back up here and see what happens there. I'm just, I should really be exploring more or getting more trade agreements, but I'm really fascinated by what's happening down here. It's a real messy conflict. And you'd think it would end quite decisively if Sparta can just, toughen up and take Athens, but that may not happen. I do want to touch on diplomacy as well, because we have met Egypt. I don't know how Egypt will feel about us, but... and whether or not the Lusitani want to trade with us yet. Trade? No.
I find but scant meat stuck to your
Trade.
words. We have nothing
And...
more to talk about.
I will give you 480. Rejected? Okay.
The gods would be displeased if I said yes too easily.
Military
Although you
access
speak your part well.
and trade, and I will pay you 720. No. Okay.
Our God
That's not going to go
listens
anywhere.
and I
That's
must
fine.
reject your offer. Worth it all
Egypt,
it
you're
was.
not our biggest fan. Ah, so you ended my trade agreement with Cyrenaica. I would like to maintain a okay relationship with you though, just because you're on my border, and that worries me. Good, non-aggression pact, still no trade, but non-aggression pact is good. Because if they come after Libya, which they very well might, that will be a problem for us. We can't afford that extra front. Syracuse, you don't hate me as much anymore.
Greetings. We are civilized folk, so you may speak as you wish, and we will give
Okay.
you an honest answer.
So, still nothing there, but it's good to know you don't hate me as much anymore. I would like to see conflict break out between them and Rome. Actually, I also wonder how Massilia's relationship is with Rome at the moment. Unfriendly. Good, okay. Macedon... Liguria still just are not interested
Greetings to you. I
at
trust you
all.
come with honorable words that I can hear kindly.
They don't like Massilia, that's worth noting. Can we at least pay them for military access? We're going to need that sooner or later. No. Not even 1200. No, interesting. Okay. Yeah, we we really need that from Liguria.
Well,
So let's start with the non-aggression pact
sit and let your words move me
and
to
offer
anger or
payments
agreement,
of 720.
as you wish of
Moderate, rejected.
Our ancestors
Non-aggression
were proud
pact
men,
payments
and so
offer
long the world. For now, can we do any less?
960, rejected.
A man is judged by his friends. This is not the time for such an agreement.
1200. Wow, okay.
A man is judged by his friends.
We might just have to trespass through their lands, which would not be my preference.
Ready for
And we do, in saying that though, we do want to build this farm up here. I wonder, can we tax this province now? And we have food and positive public order. Awesome. Okay. I think this crisis is subsiding somewhat. Yes, we are going to have a
my lord.
revolt here, which is not great. Do I have to tax that to replenish? I don't. No, I don't.
For battle.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Okay, very good. So let's just check. So we've done diplomacy, we've checked all that. Politics is fine. Annanids don't hate us for the time being. We do need to improve our relationship with the landowners though. But they have no characters for whom we can do anything. That's not ideal. Okay. Let's end another turn. Oh dear, okay. Well, that is going to be the end of the Etruscans then. They got wiped out pretty easily there. And it looks like the Romans are sending a force over this way. Oh, Lusitani, thank you. Let's work with them on that one. Just be protective of our elephants. Thank you for that. Surely that'll also improve our relations. And we will kill them. Increase in rank. Yes. Hidden agent exposed as always. The rebellion has been... Oh no! Jezebel is gone. Oh dear. Oh well. Oh, there goes Athens. So Macedon and Sparta seem to have done it. I wonder if war will break out between them now. I mean, they must still have this other force. Maybe they take Apollonia? I don't know. This is such a chaotic situation. Lots of population surpluses. Trespasser, that's fine. dear, Hanno. That's not great. Epirus is gone. Cantabria. And we do need a spy, so that is a fine mission. Let us recruit a spy in Carthage. Culture influence, wealth from culture, public order. Yes. I do like that. Extra food stolen. But reduced cost of performing actions is pretty good as well. Increased chance of evading enemy agents, but also reduced chance of being detected by enemies is pretty good also. Tardan Mitten. That is a tough one. I do need to make a decision here. Let's go with... Let's go with this. Perfect. Actually, what was that reward? Clandestine practices. Okay, chance of success. That's fine. That's not that useful. And we want you to come out here and move your way onto Italy. Or Sicily. Okie doke. Right. Things are... Oh, you're back negative again, are you? You're still unhappy with me. We need to get that temple up sooner rather than later. And... this army is kind of being fixed back up, which is good. Okay. Okie doke. I mean, wonder if I should just get rid of these units now. How many of... We can get 2 of those. Because the plan is to eventually replace these Numidian cav with the Numidian noble cav. The reason for that being, as I think I've outlined in previous videos, I think the hand-to-hand combat capabilities of the Numidian noble cav better represent the capabilities of Numidian cav historically. So that will be happening. And I mean, yeah, we're gonna get rid of these Iberians anyway, so let's just do that. I should have done that earlier. It's just these, you know, these guys are experienced now. Would be a shame to get rid of them. Perhaps I'll leave them for Mago. Here. Yeah. Okay. Again, we don't have money really to do anything at all. Should I stop taxing you? I think I will, and I will stop taxing you also. And I don't think I'm taxing you. No, I'm not, but you hate me anyway. So yeah, our income's not great right now. That is fine. We can salvage that. Public order elsewhere is okay. Oh, here it's not either. And it's that. Oh, we're pretty good. Okay. Well, with that, let's end the episode here. We've made progress. We have, you know, I think we've stabilized mostly Iberia. It is, or at least our Iberian holdings. It is not in a position where we can leave yet. We need public order to improve some. We probably need a greater food surplus again. But nonetheless, much of it has been recovered, and we can start thinking about, hopefully, taking out the Titani, because that's been on the books for a long time, and it's been pushed off too much. So we do... Oh, hello. They have taken Arachilum, which is not great. So we are going to have to pull another army up here, I think. But that does mean we'll have another resource, which is good. Okay. Yeah, so we've got a lot to think about coming into the next episode, but yeah, Iberia is relatively stabilized. The Editani are going to be a big threat. We're going to need 2 armies to take them out, but that is okay. The Romans may be coming for us in Carthago or coming for Corrales. If they come for Corrales, we likely lose that, which is not ideal. That would be some more food gone. In fact, that would put us back into a food deficit, which would not be great. So I think the sooner we kick off the war against the Editani, the better, so that we can get some more food production going. So that would be ideal. But thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed this recovery, analyzing the chaos going on in Greece right now as well. And yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.